Sonics have been playing a lot of camping recently because it's the only real viable strat.
Yeah, I think aggressive Sonic definitely works offline, but online it's nerfed a little, so you're forced to like play just a bit defensively. But Guthix here showing us that like you don't have to do that, at least at this you know, in this tournament on these stages.
Ooh, a homing attack, nope. That's dangerous that you run. Crap's going on here.
Ooh,
C4.
just gonna catch you out. You gotta be careful with that. You know, I'm not even sure if C4 would actually connect on, you know, this platform. Because I know on Battlefield, Snake can, like, you know, put C4 on a platform, then it hits below it. But I don't think it would work on this particular stage because of the height. So, Yasaka gonna have to mix things up.
Yeah, I guess you could use it to catch jumps, but maybe not just on the ground in general. It's just there's a lot of explosions.
Yeah.
The snake trait is just kind of hanging out in the air and a lot of explosions. But Guthix seems to be dealing with it right. Oh, that was a decent grenade to up air. And he could get lapped in percent here, honestly.
I could see, I mean,
the down air.
Yasaka's just playing on point right now, but Guthix not going to go out without a fight. I mean, he can't catch Yasaka very well in disadvantage because Yasaka's just good at escaping disadvantage, it seems, but Guthix knows his stuff.
Yeah, it's just the high recoveries.
Yeah.
Really
the bear.
hard for Sonic to get.
Yeah.
And,
the taunt.
We might see a different stage in the next game because I definitely think that the high ceiling is helping Yasaka.
100%.
No escape. No escape.
Yeah.
He's a full stop down now. And this is
scary situation because Snake can trade all he wants now and he can almost get away with it.
Snake trades are scary normally because he just kind of blows everyone up and then he survives and you don't. But now it's even more true.
In a situation like this, you gotta play.
Setups, you got the up tilt.
Tries to get the stick, narrowly misses it.
Yeah. He's just leaving grenades everywhere to sort of stop spin charge and make it a lot less viable in general.
You know, if I remember correctly, I think Ken put Snake as Sonic's worst matchup, and I can see why, because obviously the grenades would halt Sonic's neutral of, you know, spin dash, but Yasaka definitely pulling off more than that, pulling off these ledge traps consistently, just catching Guthix while at a disadvantage. What do you think Guthix has to do? Oh! The automatic explosion.
I was actually gonna say he did pretty well to armor through one of the grenades, but he just couldn't keep track of C4. And if you don't do that, you die. That's the Snake way. You have to be looking everywhere for grenades and for C4 and just pray that none of it hits you. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the matchup. Like, you just gotta know. You gotta be aware. Otherwise, you're just gonna like struggle immensely. Especially on stages like FD. You know, those darker stages.
Yeah, Unova is actually banned, I believe, because people with color blindness can't see Snake C4 on it. Right?
Man.
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe they could add an outline in a patch or something, but I doubt it.
I hope they would, because obviously that's a bit of an accessibility issue. Maybe it could just like flash a different color for a longer time. I don't know. But then you'd have to like.
Maybe you could make it like a skin pick or something to make it look nice and bright.
Yeah, good idea. Alright, sticking with the Sonic.
Twitch banned the word connection on their stream.
What? No way.
Yep, Riddle's just tweeted it. Oh my god.
Oh, why?
That is brilliant.
They're setting themselves up for failure by doing that.
So, I've labbed out this stage, and Mario and I haven't checked, but probably ZSS has some stupid ladder combos on it because of the rising plats. So it'll be interesting to see that. But the plats are also a really important place to retreat to for someone like Sonic. And
okay.
So,
that lava gonna mix things up. Gonna obscure your recovery a bit.
Yeah. interesting. I thought that lava wasn't fake when I saw the stage gift, but when I tried it out, I was like, oh, okay. It's not that casual.
Okay, we're casual. We have like sometimes you have Brinstar, sometimes you have WarioWare, but we're not that casual. Even we have limits.
Brinstar was the most questionable decision. I banned that every time. I cannot deal with that. WarioWare is like a fun stage, but Brinstar to me is just. Oh!
The mix-up!
No, wall jump! Oh! The wall jump! That's really good. No ledge
Guthix
trap,
knows.
Decent C4.
You know, this is actually a great stage to pick against Snake because obviously, like, he can't catch you as well with Nikita if, like, the lava's obscuring you.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but I guess it does help mask your recovery a little bit.
Whoa!
Oh, that was nice. That was super nice.
Yasaka knows his stuff again, proving that, like,
No! He's done. No homie stock either. That's probably game 2, honestly. But who knows? We can see a reverse 3-0 here.
True, true. If
Maybe
I think Guthix
he's got the knowledge check.
I think if like Guthix can obscure his disadvantage well enough, he could live like really, really long. So we could see a comeback. I think it's very possible.
Yeah, definitely. And here we have the traditional snake ledge trap, but the platforms seem to be helping him out quite a lot. He's definitely not spent as much time at ledge as he did in the last game.
You know, if Guthix really wanted to, I think he could potentially time Yasaka out here. Like if he just I can't remember what the tech is called, but Sonic has this one where like I think you cancel your first jump and you spin dash and you jump or something, and it like sends you way further. He could just keep doing that. I think it's called like a spin shot, and he could time Yasaka out theoretically. And a timeout of 9 minutes would be like really mentally draining for your opponent, so we could see it.
It would be really difficult, but I feel like it would be so risky when you're full stock down. Like, I feel like you do it for a bit, but you can only play lane when you're losing for so long.
True, true.
Before your opponent just gives up approaching entirely. To be honest, even if like, Snake doesn't even really have to approach if you're trying to time him out. He's chucking into you.
Yeah, I didn't really take that into consideration. Snake, being one of those, like, you know, projectile characters, can just... Oh, that was close. That shield is tiny.
Very nice Nikita setup. That was very nice. Yasaka back with the ledge traps, but spent too much time up smashing and didn't keep his eyes on Guthix there. Guthix, he's playing more patient now, you can tell.
Yeah.
He's definitely...
slowing things down, because that's what you gotta do against Snake sometimes.
Yeah. Just more baits, he's just mixing up.
Oh!
Ooh! No one saw that coming. I certainly didn't.
Just like the Nikita right in your face. That's gonna be game 2.
It's really interesting. I think he definitely came in a little bit more. Made it a lot closer than we were expecting. Wasn't a reverse 3-0, but it was pretty even by the end. So we could see something better in the next game.
Yeah, I'd fully agree. I think that if Guthix plays carefully enough and potentially picks one of those larger stages, he could definitely pull off something big here, if you ask me.
Yeah, I definitely think that he could do that.
So, after the full, I think, 2019 PGRU season, obviously Snake has had a bit of a drop. The only rep being MVD and I think Shogun too. How well do you think, or how good do you think Snake is as a character like right now, in the current meta?
I think he's definitely still top tier. It's like, how top tier is he? And how big is your top tier? Because he's probably top 15, or he's definitely top 15, and he's probably top 10.
Yeah, I think there was a point where I think like most top players thought that he was the best in the game, and this was actually pretty late into our metagame. So he's definitely up there. I'd agree. Maybe not top like 3
Yeah.
or top 2, but he's up there.
He's one of those characters where it took people a while to learn counterplay, but I feel like as we get further and further along, because he has such complex grenade and Nikita setups, he's also going to get better again. We saw this with like Wolf, where like he was really good in the beginning, and then people learned how to fight him, and then he was really good, and he's still really good now. Like he's had a kind of resurgence.
Yeah, I'd agree. Have snakes like Apollo Cage and the likes rising up, and now Yasaka moving on to the Megalovania stage.
Ah, yes, the funny sound stage.
Haha, bad time. Laugh. I always thought Sans would be like a unique character, but I guess a Mii Fighter skin makes a bit of sense because, his personality's pretty lazy, so adding him as a Mii Fighter makes a bit of sense. But what do you think? Do you think potentially in Smash 6
I don't know.
we could see him?
I don't know how you would make the Sans moveset. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you even begin with that.
Just give him 1
like
HP.
I still, I feel like because he doesn't really fight in game. You just kind of have a maze to run through, and I don't know how you would replicate Undertale gameplay in Smash.
Yeah, it would have to be like an extreme Samus or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know how you do it.
It makes more sense to just have him as an indie skin. Yeah. I feel like if they're gonna add an indie game character, it's probably gonna be the first one is probably gonna be Steve or Alex or both. Because,
yeah, I agree.
Just because that game is like the highest selling game of all time. So I feel like if they were gonna reveal indie characters, I feel like they do multiple in one pass. But I feel like they put Steve first because of the climate, and because that's selling.
Yeah, but speaking of Steve and mining, it looks like Guthix is actually mining our way into Yasaka's defenses, being able to almost pull this back entirely. But okay, yeah, that ledge trap just gonna take that stock. Man, Guthix is actually doing really well now compared to the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's definitely adapting. That's what you get when you go for a best of 5. It's a lot more interesting to. There's a lot more adapting going on. Yeah, I would have been like, it's one of those sets where if it was best of 3, you would always be wondering like, would Guthix be able to pull it back if it was best of 5 because of how well he was doing towards the end of the last game.
Yeah.
So, I like best of 5. I think more people should do it. More tournaments should have it, to be honest.
I'd agree. If anything, I'm kind of lucky that this bracket turned out to be pretty small, because obviously that means that best of 5s aren't as, devastating as they would be in, say, like a 32-man bracket. But, again, yeah, they do showcase player adaptation, and Guthix just, like, showing that it's a thing, it's possible, and it happens over time. Even if, like, you're getting 3-stocked or 2-stocked.
So, Untitled, DQ'd after losing in winners. I don't know if that's like a sort thing or if
I think he was,
something or whatever.
I think he was, like, pretty busy, or he was, like, just pretty tired in general, so it's just, like, he didn't really plan on entering in the first place, but he just figured, like, hey, why not? But after that, I can see why. Like, you're a bit tired, it's like, there's no point after that. Yeah. But Yasaka could actually, I think he's a strong contender to potentially win this all. I mean, Guthix is definitely adapting, but Yasaka right now just kind of on top.
Yeah, it's definitely... He's definitely getting closer and closer, but I feel like Yasaka is still holding off just right. See Guthix doing a lot more like throws to avoid grenade explosions. I don't think the plats are that great for him on this stage because I think they're a bit too far from ledge. But I definitely think he's got the right idea, and it's definitely going to be a close game. Ooh, the taunt.
Ooh, okay, it's on now.
Ooh, it's definitely on. I feel like this, honestly, whichever one of these gets sent to losers, we're probably going to see again.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, both these players have the sauce. Like, that's the way to say it, man. Like, these two definitely putting on a show. Despite the characters being pretty defensive in nature, they're showing that, like, they as players,
Guthix.
they can adapt, and yeah, it's fun to watch, and I think we'll definitely see more of them, especially considering the bracket's pretty small. But they've definitely proven that, like, even if it was like a larger bracket, they would get there because of this, showcased skill.
Yeah. I was gonna say back when their percents were even. Ooh, that was nice. I was gonna say back when their percents were even that there was only 4 minutes left and Guthix could have started trying to lame it, but nope. Snake takes it pretty convincingly.
Man, pretty interesting set. Great stuff to
Towards the
both
end.
players.
Yeah, I feel like